World Series of Fighting. Kalib Starnes goes head-to-head with Dwayne Lewis as we take a look at the tale of the tape. Both men seasoned veterans at 38 years of age, a 2-inch height advantage for Kalib Starnes. Both men weighing in at 205 pounds and an identical reach. So we are set to go as we check in with the rules. It's a 10-point must system. 3 judges score the fight based on effective striking, grappling, aggression, and cage control. And in WSOF, there are no kicks or knees to the head of a grounded opponent. We now go inside the cage for the official introductions. Here is Jazz Securo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Series of Fighting 7. We are live at the Pacific National Exhibition Agrodome in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We would now like to welcome our viewers that are watching live at NBCSN. Our first fight of the main card is brought to you by EON Therapeutics, the organic and natural sports nutrition supplement of the World Series of Fighting. Visit them at eonforlife.com. Our first fight is scheduled for 3 rounds in the World Series of Fighting light heavyweight division. And now, introducing, fighting out of the blue corner, his record 13 wins versus 8 defeats. He stands 6 feet and 1 inch tall. He weighed in at an even 205 pounds, fighting out of Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, Dwayne Lewis.
So Dwayne Lewis, the big question is, what does he know about his opponent, Kalib Starnes?
Kalib's, former UFC fighter. He's got good ground, black belt jiu-jitsu. His last 3 fights, he's been standing most of the time, coming forward, which plays perfect into my game plan. So hopefully he keeps that trend, and Saturday night he comes after me.
And Boss Rutan, what are the keys to victory for Dwayne Lewis?
Well, he's going to need to use his power, come forward with explosive striking, all the time watching out for the takedown because he knows that that's where his opponent wants to take it. Strike and move to the side or backwards, but never stay in the pocket.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. His record, 18 wins, 8 defeats, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and also weighed in at an even 205 pounds, fighting out of Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Kalib Starnes.
And Kalib Starnes knows just how much the World Series of Fighting coming into Canada means to the MMA world.
This is one of the biggest shows ever to come to Vancouver, and I think the fans here have been waiting for a card like this to come along. You have a lot of the top talent in British Columbia fighting here, and as well, we've got some great athletes coming in from the United States. So it's going to be an excellent card. I think all the MMA fans here will enjoy it.
He needs to set up his takedowns with his improved striking skills or strike and use the counters for his opponent for the takedown. Once on the ground, work his ground and pound and submission game.
And when the action begins, the third man in the decagon is Mr. Jaron Vallel.
On my cue, gentlemen, all the way back. Fighter, fighter, fight!
So here we go, the World Series of Fighting, first international foray into Canada, and we kick things off in the light heavyweight division. Kalib Starnes in the white trunks, Dwayne Lewis in the blue.
Lewis got these big bombs. He's not afraid to use it. He's also not afraid to get knocked out. He's going to go all out. Once he starts throwing bombs, he'll keep on throwing. Starnes is the more crisper striker, and he has a great ground game.
Dwayne Lewis comes in with an impressive record of 13-8, 7 KOs, 3 submissions, but he has had quite a long layoff. Boz, we've talked about it before, ring rust. Is it a real thing or is it a mental thing?
I think it's a mental thing. I think it's all about how you train. In sparring we go like 85, 90%. We don't knock each other out to the head, but if you do that 2 times a day, you're not going to have any ring rust.
Both men checking in at seasoned age of 38 years. Kalib Starnes, certainly 5 fights in the UFC, and he has fought top talent. You look back at some of the guys he's gone head-to-heads against, names like Dirksen, Cope, Lieben, Lombard, Belcher, and the list goes on and on.
Wow. And you hook kick. Not quite delivered as Andy Hooker would do. Rest in peace.
You see early on, Kalib Starnes kind of giving Dwayne Lewis a
There
little
we go.
taste of a little bit of everything, multi-level.
You know, when an opponent comes forward like that, right in your face, right away you should throw right straight. You should shut him down right away. Because otherwise, you tell him it's okay to come forward. Oh, and this is it. This is what Kalib Starnes wants.
Dwayne figures out of the cage.
Kalib. That's probably what his parents call him.
Nice way to start the fight off here. World Series of Fighting 7 as we go into Canada. Two Canadians going head-to-head. Lewis from Fort McMurray, Alberta, and Kalib Starnes from nearby Surrey, British Columbia.
Yep, and every punch in the light heavyweight division counts.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why there's a lot of mutual respect here. Both fighters. That's nice. I like to do that. You know, throw a jab and then come in inside low kick. Simply set it up. Even if it is just a distracting punch, it doesn't need to be a power shot. But after the inside low kick, you can throw a right power shot.
Dwayne Lewis doing a great job of mixing things up.
Lewis doing the same thing, only he threw it to the liver.
It's like he just frustrated Starnes just a little bit, and Kalib Starnes now comes forward with a flurry. Kalib
he
Starnes has
connected.
him up against it.
Ooh, he's a little lumpy on his feet. Yeah, I don't know if Starnes sees this because he should keep going. Left hook, right body, that's a beautiful combination. It's right straight to the body. Will bring the hands down, trust me, or you're even gonna knock him out to the body, and then go back on top. The trick is, when you knock somebody, you know, you rock him to not go for the head right away. Start hitting the body, bring his hands, force him to bring his hands down, and then go back to the head. But it's an easier thing said than done. Because your mind tells you hit the head.
If Lewis was rocked just moments ago, he looks to be recovering now, and he's throwing some heavy leather in the midsection of Kalib Starnes.
That was the combo I like, the left hook, right body. It's a very powerful combination, especially against a southpaw. Then again, southpaw can do the same thing with you with a right hook left straight to the body.
1:20 to go here in round number 1. This one's scheduled for 3 in the light heavyweight division of the World Series of Fighting.
Starnes is getting just outside his reach. Lewis shouldn't take those. He should come back faster, sooner, with big shots. Shut him down.
Kalib Starnes says, keep bringing it.
Yeah, keep bringing it. You should never do that, you know?
Don't ask for it, right?
No, because you're disrespecting the punching power from your opponent, and you knocked out a bunch of guys. So watch out for that.
Yeah, Lewis does have some power in those gloves.
Most of the time, when they say, oh, keep coming, it means they hurt. But in this particular case, I think he's getting too comfortable, and he has to watch out for that as well.
Starnes working the jab as Lewis comes over the top.
He's doing a great job, Starnes, of staying just outside the reach of his opponent. Every time he lets him miss with the big right hand. What Lewis should do is not throw an overhand now, throw straight. Straight to the face. Even when he moves backwards, then he's going to connect.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1.
Wow, that went over fast.
We'll have round 2 when we return to Vancouver, British Columbia, and the World Series of Fighting.
I need Dwayne's hands closed when he's punching. One guy on the other side of the cage, guys. One guy on the other. There you go. You're good. Hey, one guy on the other. One guy on the other. Let's go. On the other side of the cage. Sorry, Dwayne. Let's go.
Back in the Peony Agrodome, Vancouver, British Columbia, the lovely ring car girls of the World Series of Fighting as we go international. WSOF 7 here in the light heavyweight division. This is round 2. Dwayne Lewis in the blue trunks, Kalib Starnes in the white trunks.
You see, that's why I always say don't put your hand against your face to block a punch. It'll go straight through. It's like taping a focus mitt to your face and then get hit. You will still go down. I never understood that block.
You look back at round number 1, boss. Who did you like and who do you think got the win in that round?
Yeah, that's a hard one. I think, though, Starnes, of course, because he dazed him. I do think the jury saw that. The judges saw that. The jury. You get a little formal here. The 12 people. 12 angry men.
Heavy hands coming from Dwayne Lewis. Starnes brings it just a variety of attack. I mean, he'll go midsection, low, up high with his kicks. We know he's got punching power. Boom!
What he did really great in round number 1, he threw a big right hand and then he faked a bit. Oh! And he got rocked. Oh! Man!
Kalib Starnes drops Dwayne Lewis.
I was watching it in the ring, not on the monitor. And for our view, they kind of blocked the punch. So now we will see it in the replay here.
Okay, Dwayne, let's sit for a bit, okay?
Look at it one more time, in close, and Kalib Starnes shows just how much punching power he has.
Gonna beat up. Oh. No. Oh, it was a
second elbow.
Left elbow.
Caught him right in the temple.
That's it.
We'll be back with the official decision from Vancouver, British Columbia. Kalib Starnes ends this thing in the second round. Back in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, in the light heavyweight division, Kalib Starnes getting it done against Dwayne Lewis in a very strong performance. For the official decision, we send it inside the cage. Jazz Securo has the word.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is over at 1 minute and 2 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by knockout, Kalib Starnes!
So Starnes gets the win by knockout in round number 2 as we take a look at the Boost Mobile highlights. And early on, Starnes able to come forward at will, and it was not the punching power, but the elbows that came in round number 2 here in close quarters. There's one, there's the second one on the button, and down goes Dwayne Lewis, up and moving around, checked out by the doctors.
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah. And you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse. Being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.